And I'm just being honest. I was not a good friend. Growing up, I was not a good friend. Hey y'all. Let me taste some of this food. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do something. As y'all can see. Well, I got my favorite robe. A little tank top. My chest is not out, but you know, just to, you know. Y'all see where I'm at. I am in my prayer closet, and the lighting, it's okay. I just wanted to get a video in. My son is home this week, so every other part of my house is occupied because he's just everywhere. And oh, I made some honey glazed salmon with some cabbage and some rice, and it's pretty good. I think I done did something. Don't mind my face. My face is broken out, so I'm trying to do my nighttime skin routine to get it right. Yeah, I know when I'm up here, I'm all natural. I barely have makeup on. I don't think I ever did a video with makeup on, with my makeup done. But I wanted to come up here because I was struggling to try to figure out what video. Let me move this up some. Okay. I was struggling because I'm like, okay, what video should I post? Normally I'll have like a couple of ideas listed, and then a couple of ideas listed, and I'll probably go over them and see if that's like something that's relevant, if that's something that I really want to do. However, this week I just drew a blank. Like I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to talk about. And then I had an encounter yesterday with a group of people that I met from my church. If you haven't found a church home and you're in the Atlanta area, Change Church. Pastor Darius and Pastor Shamika. I'm not saying that just because it's my church and I'm a member there, I serve there. That church is so relevant to us millennials, and it doesn't matter what age, what generation you're from, it's relatable to everybody. Pastor Darius and Pastor Shamika, Pastor Deshaun, like that church literally, it saved my life. Like, it really did. So if I can even have anybody go there, just experience it one time. It's only gonna take one time. After you experience it that one time, I guarantee you ain't gonna want to leave. Let me take the do-rag off. Oh, you thought she was. Oh, what had happened? Oh, okay. But I met a group of people. We were supposed to be having a game night yesterday, and as you guys know, I moved here from New Jersey, and this year will be 4 years. And it's still difficult to meet genuine people and like-minded people because I'm definitely different from what I was and who I was in 2012, 2016, 2018. I'm a completely different person now, I would say. And it's hard to find like-minded people in this day and age because everybody is just so weird. But I was invited to an event by another young lady that attends my church. We actually serve together. She invited me to this game night. It was supposed to be just a game night with us fellowship, like just fellowshipping and just, having fun and just, letting our hair down. However, when we got to the house, Mommy. Yes, in the closet. All right, so as you can see, the food is gone. I had to pause the video. My son was looking for me. He'd be so engrossed in his iPad that when I come in this closet and I close the door, 9 times out of 10, he has no clue where I am, and he gets real nervous. And I didn't want him to have to go outside yelling, looking for me. But as I was saying, it's hard to really find genuine people, like-minded people, people that I can go to church with, brunch, hang out. Like, it's hard to find all around friends. It's like, you have friends for certain things, and I know I can go out with them. I know I can go to church with them. I know I can have a fun game night with them. Like, I'm tired of having to have friends for different things. Like, I kind of just want to vibe with people where we can do the same things. But as I was saying, it was supposed to be, I got invited to a game night. It was supposed to be an actual game night. It was a bag full of games there. We were supposed to go through the games, have fun, and just talk, fellowship, just, laugh, and just let our hair down. God had another plan. None of the games were played. We didn't even get past the 2 questions that were asked when we initially got there. So because we were all kind of fairly new to each other, we were going around the room introducing ourselves. And this married couple, I want to say they hosted it because they were kind of like leading the conversation just a little bit. So the first question was, how long have we been going to change, and how were we introduced? And then the next question was, because we're in Lent season up until Easter, what has God been revealing to you during this Lent season? So I want to say I was the second person that went. And for me, I'm not going to speak where everybody else, I don't remember anyway, but I'm not going to tell what everybody else's journey was. But for me, I had informed them that I've been going to change since they got here. I started watching them during COVID. I seen Pastor Darius at Transformation Church in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, and I was intrigued. I was like, who is this man preaching like that? So then I started following him. Never knew that he had a church in New Jersey where I was living at the time. I was just watching him online. And then I moved here, found out that he was having a church here, and I was just praying that the church was close to me. And then when they finally opened and they posted the address, it's 10 minutes from where I currently live. So it was just like amazing for me to have the church that close to me. And now I serve there. I am the admin of the bookstore, so I'm a part of the leadership team there. And I'm active. Like, I try to do what I can outside of my work schedule. And yeah, I've been going there since the first day that they opened, which was in October of 2022. And for Lent season, I told them that, and I keep saying this, but I feel like in this season, God is forcing me to have like very uncomfortable conversations with people that I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to have these conversations. I just feel like I'm not ready to have these conversations, or I'm not ready to let certain people go. So these conversations are super hard, or just having to have conversations with people that I'm just meeting, but letting them know, like, hey, we are not aligned. I don't think that we should continue our friendship. Dating wise in this season as well, like, I have been trying to date, but it's just not working because everything bothers me, everything irritates me, everything annoys me, and I just feel like maybe it's not the season for me to be dating. But I also explained to them and gave them the analogy of me standing on a rope. I believe I said this on here. And to the left of me is the person that I was, and to the right of me is the person that I'm becoming. And I'm like in the middle of the rope in transition, wanting to bring my past with me and everything that comes with that, because it made me who I am, but also looking at where I'm going and noticing that everything that I had in my past, it can't go with me in my future because it wasn't meant to go. So it's just been a real revealing season, so I'm grateful for it. But that was what I shared. The next person that went after me expressed and answered his questions, and then the conversation just, like, it just seemed like God just took control of the conversation, and we just started really having deep conversations about marriage, about being single, about being abstinent or celibate, some people say. We just really started having really deep conversations, and I feel like it was so needed because everybody was just so vulnerable. Like, I cried, another young lady cried. Like, it was just, everybody was just getting emotional because it's so hard to come across people that you can really be vulnerable with. And that was my first day meeting them. Yesterday was the first day that I met them. By the time this video is posted, it'll be on Monday, the 31st. So I want to say this was Saturday, the 29th. Let me double check. Make sure, Lord, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, the 29th. Yes. So I had never met them people before in my life, but I felt so comfortable expressing myself because everybody in the room was doing that. Everybody was being vulnerable. Everybody was showing up. Everybody was supporting the next person. Everybody was just letting people know, like, I understand what you went through. I understand what you're going through. You got this. Encouraging words. It was just so much love, and it felt like such a safe place. When I say everybody, all of us was in there pouring our hearts out, just allowing God to just be in a room, to just use us, and just to literally have our heart and wear our heart on our sleeves. I didn't leave that function until 11:15. I want to say almost 11:30. I didn't get home till, I want to say, settled into a little bit after midnight. Another one of the young ladies that I work with in the bookstore, she didn't get home till 2 a.m. And it's just like, it's a Saturday night. Saturday night, baby free. I didn't have my son. My son was with his dad. I didn't have my son. I would have been outside. Naria, from 2016, 17, I'm outside. Like, I don't have my son. I'm outside. Like, even when I had my son in 2018, he with his father, I'm outside. I'm not in no house talking about God on no Saturday. Like, for what? You get what I'm saying? So it was just, all of us we were all so amazed. Every time we tried to leave, somebody else had something to say that was just worth staying and listening and encouraging and pouring into. I want to say almost everybody number there. We all have like each other's number. It just felt so great. Like, my heart was so full when I got home. Like, I felt so good because I don't feel like I was judged. I don't feel like anyone held anything against me. I truly felt like people wanted the best for me. We prayed. Okay. One of the girls, her name is Sabrina. Her husband prayed for all of us. Like, we held hands in a circle and prayed. It was such a magical moment. And I was telling them, I wish I could have caught that on camera, not to post it, but for me to just look back and see people in their 20s and 30s praying together on a Saturday night, talking about God, like, just literally talking about God and all of the miracles he's done, and how he saved me from certain situations, and how I overcome certain situations, how I don't look like what I've been through. Only if y'all really know the things that I've been through. I'm not saying I had such a tough life, but it's some things that I've been through that should have took your girl out. Okay, literally should have took me out. But with God's grace and his kindness and his love, I'm still here. And I just was so amazed because I literally don't know how else I would have been able to do this journey without God. And we all felt the same way. And seeing them today at church, mostly everybody today at church, we had a lot of pollen down here. So a lot of people didn't come, but I seen most of the people that we seen yesterday, and we hugged and embraced each other today like we just wasn't together a couple of hours ago. And that's the type of community that I want to be around. I want to be around people that's excited to see me every day like I'm excited to see them. Have a conversation. Ask me how I'm doing. Let me ask you how you're doing. Again, showing up in a way that I would want somebody to show up for me. Of course, you can't expect you from people, but if you're showing up in a way, other people, and sometimes they want to reciprocate because they have no choice to, because they see how you showing up. So ultimately, what I'm saying is, watch who you surround yourself with. Make sure you are surrounding yourself and you're paying attention to the fruit that they bear. If these people are saying that they're nice, they're generous, they show up for people, they're there for people, they'll go above and beyond, but the fruits, meaning their circle, don't reflect what they're saying, that's a problem. And you may want to check y'all friendship and the value and the place that you hold in that person's life. So I'm grateful. Like, my heart is still full. I'm so excited about this new season and this new journey. Every year for me, it doesn't get easier living so far away from my family and friends, but I can definitely say that it's getting comfortable. I can see this place being my home. I can see Georgia being somewhere I want to stay and buy my house and build an even larger family, because I do want more kids with my husband. Like, I want to have at least 2 or 3 more kids. I may be pushing it with 3, but definitely 2 more. Like, I definitely want 2 more. I want to do 2 under 2. That's my goal. So I'm putting it here. I'm manifesting it for me and my husband to have 2 under 2. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please pay attention, because you are who you hang with. You are who you hang around. So if you're hanging with people that are not valuing themselves, putting themselves in situations that they don't need to be in, not showing up for others, not communicating, not being a great friend, not just supporting and just allowing people to have a safe space to, express themselves, and you receive it and listen to understand instead of listening to respond, that's who you are. And I can admit, I wasn't the best friend. I was not a good friend growing up. I didn't know what a good friend was. It took me to get into my 30s to realize, like, dang, you need to reevaluate how you do friendships. And I'm just being honest. I was not a good friend. Growing up, I was not a good friend. Like, and I just feel like you live and you learn, but please, I wasn't wanting to be friends with me. Like, I was not a good friend. And that's because I don't think I've seen healthy friendships for real. Like, but anywho, I hope you guys have a great day. If nobody told you, remember you are appreciated, and make sure you spending time with yourself. Just love on yourself a little bit. Make sure you pouring into you and seeing what you got going on and what you need. Peace and love, y'all.